All right, welcome race fans. It's going to be another wonderful and exciting event this year. Welcome to the Groton Pac-12 Pinewood Derby event for 2021. We are coming to you live from the Groton Dunstable Regional High School here in Groton, Massachusetts. So welcome scouts, families, and residents of Groton Dunstable and around the world, since we do have a live feed here. As we all know, we're living through a pandemic right now with COVID going on, so we are being socially responsible. We're going to have ourselves a socially distant Pinewood Derby this year. In years past, we would have all the scouts together in the event at once, but for this year, we have ourselves a limited skeleton crew. We'll be running the Pinewood Derby race over live stream for everyone to enjoy at this time. So again, welcome, and we're very excited to have everyone here. So first, I'm going to start off by introducing our crew and all of our volunteers to help with today. On cameras, we have 3 cameras rolling. We have Dallas from Troop 13. We have David from Troop 1. We have Bob, who is gracious enough to assist us. Bob is with the Groton Channel. We're at the Groton Channel studios that are within the Groton Dunstable Regional High School, and Bob is here to be our technical assistant. We also have a couple scouts with us here today to help with the running of the cars. We have Asher from Pac-12 Den 5 and Quentin from Pac-12 Den 5. Both are AOL scouts. They're both about either 11 or about to be 11 and age out to older scouts BSA. So excellent for them. For some of our adults today, helping run the track and organize as the cars move back and forth in some of our computer software, we have Evan, who is the den leader for Den 5, Mark, who's the den leader for Den 7. We have Dan, who's the den leader for Den 2. And then we have Carl in the back booth running the switchboard. He is our pack leader. And then, hi, my name is Eric, and I will be your announcer for this evening, and I am the Pac-12 committee chair, also along with Carl, the assistant den leaders at Den 5. So we are very excited to have everyone here today. So I'm going to explain to you how this is all going to work. In years past, we would have, again, everybody around. But it's going to be a little different today, a little bit more silent. So I'm going to here to fill up that silence. So what's going to happen is we have about 71 cars here checked in. Last night, all parents and kids drove up with their cars to the high school. They handed off their cars. We weighed them, and then we secured them into this board right here where they're not touched again. All cars were required to weigh 5.00 ounces or below. And once they're checked in, they're not touched again. The track has 4 lanes on it. Each car will have the opportunity to see each lane once to keep the race fair and equitable. We also have a number of groups. We have the scouts who make the cars and race, and those groups range from Lions and Tigers, first grade and kindergarten. And then we have the Tigers, which first grade, and then we have the Wolves in second grade, the Bears are third grade, the Webelos are fourth grade, and the Arrow of Light Scouts are fifth grade. But why stop with just the scouts, right? Cub Scouts is a family-friendly event. We want the siblings to join too. So all siblings get to join. So we have a siblings category. So we have sibling cars. And then while the adults are all helping the kids make the cars, because what a safe way to make cars with power tools than have an adult help, you might as well get more cars out of it and have the adults enter the race as well. So we have a whole adult category of cars. And then it just so happens that each Cub Scout or any Scout unit has a charter organization, the legal entity that helps secure the Scout unit. And ours here in Groton is the Groton Police Department, and our charter is the Groton Patrolmen's Association. So we've invited the Groton Police Department officers to make cars to race. And what a better way to then pit the police officers against the firefighters. So we have our first responders heat. We have the Groton Police Department and the Groton Fire Department cars going too. So that's a lot of cars. That's why we get up to 71. And I have to say, I'm very proud and very impressed of our scouts to actually make the cars during COVID and hand them in this way. This is a really good outpouring. And so we also have voting. The voting closed at 6 o'clock, but prior to this, the kids were able to vote via a Google link on their cars. Normally the kids are in person and they look at them all together, but they vote for things as which car looks the scoutiest. The Cub Scout colors are blue and gold, and our symbols are the wolf. We also have bears and bobcats and the fleur-de-lis. So which car looks the scoutiest? Which one has the right colors and or emblems to look that way? What's the fastest looking car? May not be the car that is the fastest, but what looks really fast? Also, what's the coolest looking car? That, again, very subjective, but a lot of fun to see what folks think is the coolest looking car. And then what would be complete without any voting would be the weirdest looking car. What is the most outrageous car out there? And just for your knowledge, only the scouts vote for other scouts. So the siblings, the adults, and the first responders are not part of this voting configuration. And then at the end of all of this, we're going to hand out some awards. We're going to have first, second, and third place for each den. We're going to have 3 places for overall out of the pack. And we also have places for the adults, the siblings, and the first responders. And then, of course, trophies for the voting. All right, shall we then get ready to begin to do some racing? So what we're going to do is we're going to kick it off like we do with all scouting events. Is we're going to start off by having everyone stand for the Star Spangled Banner. So we get everyone here in the studio and the high school to stand. And if at home, please stand. If you happen to be in a scout uniform, you're more than welcome to give this Cub Scout salute, which is 2 fingers like this. If you're an older scout, you use the 3 fingers and you may salute like this. If you're not in uniform, hand over heart. So for everyone, please stand, please. Thank you. Sorry, are you still on? Were you able to get something to eat? Did you get down to your kitchen during that long commercial break?
No.
No? You still didn't get down to the first floor kitchen?
Yeah. I
see you eating a snack right now. No? Oh, you just got your hand in front of your face. All right. All right, so maybe we'll get Carl to run another 6 hours of promotional videos. You get yourself down to the kitchen, get yourself a snack. Christopher, how you doing? You hanging in there? Yeah? I saw you looking off into space. I'm your omnipresent announcer.
I'm actually not Christopher. My name is James. I cannot change the name on this computer literally.
Oh, there it is, James. Nice. Well, good thing our moderator jumped in and took care of that for you. And thanks for letting me know, James. I appreciate it. I've made so many other boo-boos tonight. Just calling me out makes it work. All right. Look at that. We just started racing again. How about that? So I have no idea who's racing because this is completely just on the fly. So you're going to see it come up as I do. So I'm actually probably going to stand up and watch the board. So we just had Esther run, we had Billy run, and we had Jonathan run. And then, of course, we had the block of wood. The dummy wood went in. Just updated. Ooh, that dummy was looking kind of fast on that one. All right, so I'm going to come over here to the board here, see who's coming down the car. All right, that was a nice race by Jonathan, Esther, and Billy. And of course, the dummy always coming up in the back. Of course, it's not as fast as Bob, but what are you going to do? All right, so Heat 4 coming up here. So in Heat 4, we're going to have the block of wood against Billy, Esther, and John going down. So that block of wood is going to be in the first lane, and then of course, then second lane Billy, then Esther, and then Jonathan. All right, happy to see the dummy still coming to last. All right, so out of lane 4, that was good. That came in first, then Esther, then Billy. All right, we're really getting the cars moving well here. Everybody's really, this is what normally happens at the end of a long Pinewood Derby night. Our first 50% of the races are a little chaotic as we kind of get into our rhythm, and then we just start knocking out all the races afterwards. And we normally have to do re-race a few of them. But now that we have our rhythm, we're able to kind of go through and just run the cars and really just fall into the groove. And I mean, really, none of us really had anything else to do on a Saturday night, so hanging out at the high school and running Pinewood Derby cars would seem the better option of just sitting around at home. And that was a fast race right there. First track just came right off the track. All right, nice job. All right, here we go. Look at that. Now everyone can kind of just sit back with their popcorn and their soda and just watch the cars go down the track. Then on deck, we're going to have Jacob, Christo, Grayson, and Mac again. All right. There we go. Oh, those are some fast cars right there. All right, so I was just informed we're actually still using the same race output for the list that I had before. So that was just heat number 4 for the Wolves. That was Jacob, Christo, Grayson, and Mac. Up next will be heat 5. That'll be Parker, Caleb, Soria, and then Jacob. So we're going to get some great races going up here again. So Soria, we've got Speedster Ninja re-put together. It's the $6 million man rebuilt here. It's the bionic car is what we have here. So you've got yourself a solid opportunity to watch your hard work go down that track again. Look at that. Good work, Speedster Ninja. Cross that finish line on its own power. Very nice. Is that worth getting a snack, Soria? I bet it is. A lot of excitement here. Okay, so going up to heat number 6 here, we're going to have Christo, Grayson, Flynn, and Parker. Let's pick up those names, right? Let's revisit those names. We all, of course, remember the... Okay, so Jake is Speedy, CJ is Night Striker, Mac is the King, Jacob is Red in Portuguese, and I'm going to mess it up again. It's Vermelho. Parker is Black Lightning, Christo is Epic Racer, Caleb is Lightning Bolt, Grayson is Blazer, Soria is Speedster Ninja, Flynn is the Glowing Among Us, and then Liam, of course, is Sandman Racing. And so now I believe we're going into 8, correct? Now we're going into heat 8. Oh, sorry, 7. We're doing heat 7. So that's 7. There's Caleb with the lightning bolt. Soria with the Speedster Ninja. Liam with the Sandman Racing. And Krista with Epic Racer. All right. Crossing finish lines. Great work, everybody. Great work. Nice work, team. Nice work. I'm telling you, I want to see those steps at the end of the night. I bet they've got a solid 10 miles under their belt at the end of this. See, I think there's some rank requirements in Scouts BSA for doing back hiking trips. See, these Asher and Quinton are going to knock out the requirements for the first couple of badges right here, just running a Pinewood Derby going back and forth. On deck here is Heat 10. We've got Flynn in the Glowing Among Us. We've got Jake in the Speedy. We've got Mac in the Solid King. And then we've got Soria again in the Speedster Ninja. Speedster Ninja. Nice. Solid work. Solid work. All right. Oh, we got a redo. We got a bonus round, everybody. So we're redoing Heat 9. Okay, redoing Heat 9. Soria and Speedster Ninja. Liam in the Sandman Racing. CJ in the Night Striker. And then Grayson in the Blazer. See, while Quentin and Ash are burning calories walking back and forth, I think I'm burning calories just talking all night. I'm going to have jaws of steel. Heck of a shot of a face, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Heat number 10. All right, there we go. That was Flynn, Jake, Mac, and Soria again. All right, we're coming up to Heat 11. This will be the last for the Wolves. This will be Liam, CJ, Jacob, and Flynn. And then we're going to get ourselves moving over to the Bears. So all you kids that got to watch yourselves race first, we really did this on purpose. We said, you know what would make this a special night and a special treat for everybody? Pretend that we messed it up and get everybody to race again. So definitely planned. So there we go. That concludes the Wolves, and now we're going to move ourselves on to the Bears. So we got a nice solid 10 heats of the Bears, and then we're going to move on to the Webelos.
My son is at that age where his imagination is really growing, and he's becoming more curious about the world around him. He's creative, exploring, and building things. He's a lion. Cub Scouting's pilot program for kindergarten-age boys gives my son the opportunity for adventure while helping him build a foundation he can stand on. Join today. Learn more at scouting.org/lion.
So when we get ready for the first heat of the Bears, that's going to be Henry, Jackson, George, and Matthew. So Henry's going to be rocking the Rolling Stones. See, Jackson has the Game Over. George is going to have the Rat Rod Scully. And Matthew is going to have the Afterburner. So now we're just setting the cars up and gonna get ready to reset the software to move on to the Bears and start this next round here. All blade in the background. Whoa, right off the track in lane 1. Henry's is so fast the Rolling Stones actually rolled off the track. All right, so heat number 2 coming up. We've got Branson. Branson's got the Arrow of Light. Desmond in the 458 Luxury Striker, which I know are now explosive lasers on the top. And then we got Johnny rocking the Kayak, and Henry's going to be the Rolling Stones again. Let's see if he rolls off the track. Woo! Henry stayed on this time, so nice to hear that. All right, so what are some of the cars we're going to see coming up here soon? We're going to see James in the Snowmater. We're going to have Clark in the Cheetah. We're going to have Jackson the Game Over. We've got Branson the Arrow of Light, Henry the Rolling Stones. That's really all our Bears right there. A lot of great cars. And so I think we're coming up to heat number 3 right here. Yep, heat 3 coming up. Jackson, George, Clark, and Branson. Jackson, you excited to see your car race again, buddy? Is this a
Yeah.
I know you are. Isn't this a great excuse, kids, to tell your parents to stay up late? Well, I can't go to bed yet. I have to finish the race. All right. There it is in the first lane. Solid explosive laser cannons. All right. So now we're going to go on to heat number 5. We've got George, Clark, Finnegan, and Desmond. Of course, we've got George in the Rat Rod Scully, Clark in the Cheetah, Finn in the Red Racer, and Desmond in the 458 Luxury Striker. And I tell you what, everyone, I saw Finn drop his car off last night. I wish you guys were all here to see him all up close, because Finn used some red glitter paint on his, and it's wicked sparkly. So that is we're going to get some good photos, and you guys saw the photos when you voted for the cars to see who would win the superlative. So we'll get some other photos of all the adult cars and sibling cars too, and send those around. There's some really great cars to be staring at here. A lot of people did a lot of great work over here over COVID to make some really nice cars. All right. So I think we're on number 6 now. Yep, number 6. So that's going to be Johnny, James, Matthew, and George. All right. Everybody's crossing the finish line. Happy to see that. Fortunately, cars that run off gravity do not get tired. All right. Yep, Johnny the old tie is going to be lane 1. James in the Snowmatter, Matthew in the Afterburner, and George in the Rat Rod Scully. There's nothing better than watching the Bears go down again. A lot of great work on these cars. Yep, and once again, it's true. The fastest car is going to win everything. All right, moving on to heat number 7. Heat number 8, excuse me. We're just moving so fast. We're really in our groove now. We might as well just keep on going and do everybody again. Nothing else going on tonight. Excellent. So that was heat number 8. That was James, Matthew, Branson, and Clark. What does everybody think online? Do we think we want to do this in person again next year? You know, get off the couch and actually be around the track and watch them all go down?
Yes, I don't like it this way.
Oh, I'm right there with you, Soria. I'm right there with you. Even with the kitchen close, right? We want to be around the track, being loud, cheering on these cars. All right, that was 9. I think we're on our last one, 10. Yep, that's heat 10 coming up right here. That'll be the last of the Bears. It'll be Matthew, Branson, Desmond with his laser cannons, Finnegan with the outstanding glittery paint job. Branson's arrow of light. Sounds like a pretty scoutiest car to me right there. I think someone's putting a solid plug in. And then, of course, Matthew and his solid afterburner. Whoa, I think we had an close-up of Asher's face right there. It's a nice move. Kid's got good eyes. Good genes in that kid right there. He's going to go places. All right, here we go. There it is. Last race for the Bears. Moving on to the Webelos.
Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Never understood, but life can be this good. Life can be this good.
Building on tradition. Whoa! Blacklight wheels! Paint and decals! How cool is this? And so many colors! Roll into your local Scout Shop or go to scoutshop.org to get your blacklight and glow-in-the-dark wheels.
We're going to have 7 heats for the Webelos. And for those of you on the call that don't really know, because you just joined the pack and you're a tiger or a wolf or a bear, the Webelos historically earned their Webelo rank and get it awarded to them in January. So they did so. The Webelos have already had their rank. So we did a nice little outside ceremony for them in February in Town Field where the gazebo is. And even for our AOL scouts, they historically get their Arrow of Light at the blue and gold, which we did not have this year. But fortunately, they were able to get their Arrow of Light awarded to them at the same ceremony along with our Bobcats. So that was Heat 1 right there. That was Morgan in the gigantic tank. That was Lucas. That was Blyler. And that was Trevor. So when we're talking, I got to turn the page on my car names. So Morgan again, of course. We saw the name of this car just won't go away. So we've got solid big head 27. Trevor racing the Trev Zone Prime. Lucas with a boring all car. Mason with a P38 Lockhead Lightning. Blyler with a Girl on the Moon. Anthony the King and Ryland Test Pilot. All right, so we're gonna run Heat 1 again. We're gonna run the tank. We're going to run the boring old car. We're going to run Blyler's Girl on the Moon. And we're going to run Trevor's Trev Zone Prime. All right, here we go. All right, now we're moving on to heat number 2. All right, so we're going to have Trevor up, Mason, Anthony, and Lucas. All right, a little assist. Nice work. Nothing wrong with a little assist there. All right, then we're going to be moving on to heat number 3. We're going to have Lucas, Blyler, Ryland, and Mason. We're going to have Girl on the Moon from Blyler. We're going to have Lucas's Boring Old Car. We're going to have Ryland's Test Pilot, and we're going to have Mason's P38 Lockhead Lightning. Jackson, I love your upside down view. Very nice. I wish I could do that as well. All right. Nice work. I think we need an assist there. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Desmond. How you two doing? All right. That's a good thumbs up right there. Watching some racing on a Saturday. Oh, now everybody's going to turn their cameras upside down, right? Let's see. Let's see who can turn their cameras upside down. I'm surprised I don't see any more virtual backgrounds. Normally I'm on these things and I see everybody's cool virtual backgrounds. All right. That was a solid race right there. That was heat 4 with Mason, Anthony, Morgan, and Blyler. So now we're going to heat number 5. Heat 5, Blyler in lane 1, then Ryan, then Trevor, then Anthony. You know so you guys are giving me an earshot, huh? Solid. That's how you get famous. Show your ear online. Good thing I just got my hair cut. Got all my hairs cut on Thursday. Made myself look all fancy for this. You know what the best part of the Pinewood Derby is? When we finish here and we hand out the trophies and we're all done and you guys all go snuggle up in your beds. We get to still be here at the school. We get to clean all this up and take this down. And then we get to get ready to sort it all out. And which is one of the main reasons why we had everybody put the names on the bottoms of their cars, because we need to hand all these out. So what we're going to do is we're going to parse all the cars out to the den leaders, so that way the den leaders can then get the cars out back to the kids after this. And so we appreciate everybody put their names on the bottom to make it much easier for us. Oh, that's a solid mask face right there. So that's what I look like with a mask on. I wonder if that's what I look like when I'm working from my computer at home. Look at that. Give it a little nudge. Give it a little nudge. Little nudge. All right. That was heat number 6. All right, so we're going to the last heat here. Heat number 7 to the Webelos. Ryland, Trevor, Mason, and Morgan. We got Morgan's Big Head 27. We got Mason's P38 Lockhead Lightning. We've got Trevor's Trev Zone Prime. And then, of course, we've got Ryland rocking out the solid test pilot. And so this will be our last heat.
Pinewood Derby cars just got cooler. Let's install the police car light and sound kit. Measure and find the center of the roof. Place the block in a vise. Use either a 1 1/8 inch paddle or Forstner bit. Drill a hole 5/8 of an inch deep. Insert the sound module. Make sure the top fits flat to the roof. Press the button once for lights, twice for sound, and press one more time to turn off the sound. And there you have it, an awesome police car racer.
Okay, ready? Knock them out. Britney Spears. Britney Spears. Britney Spears.
That was good. I don't want to sing it because I keep thinking there's audio.
All right, I'm happy to see we still have a lot of smiling faces on the Zoom this evening. All right, so how about our AOL scouts on the Zoom right now? So I saw Bruce on there. I saw Oliver on there already. I know I saw Tommy. Well, Tommy, all right, that was a fast one right there. So I believe that was a rerun of heat number 1, because that other heat number 1 was a practice run. So that was heat number 1 again. So again, the fastest car out of that little race right there was Alex. So Alex, looking up on the screen, was in lane number 2. Lane number 2 was the fastest. And now here we go up for heat number 2. So we're going to have Joey, Trent, Asher, and Oliver. And so Joey's car is, so let's just go down through, right? So Joey's car is the Darkness. Trent's car is the Black Widow. Trent, very ominous right there. So very menacing. Asher's car is the Blue Flash. We're going to see a bright explosion coming down the track. Oliver's up again in warp speed. We're going to see it hit it. Here we go. So there we go. So what you're seeing right here is warp speed. Oliver's car is in lane number 4. And then third place was Joey's car, the Darkness. That was the solid dark wedge. That was all the way in lane number 1. So right now we have our track back to where we were. So we've got lane number 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. All right, so now we're running heat 3. We've got Alex up again, Tommy up again, Mason, and then Joey. Mason's going to be racing the Among Us. All right, that was fast. That was good to see that. All right, so whose car did I not list off here? Let's see. Oh, we've got Bruce coming up soon. We got Nuclear Fast. Bruce has a sweet car. He's got a nice little ICBM submarine coming up. And so we're getting ready to do heat number 4 here. So that's going to be Trent, Asher, Bruce, and Alex. So we're going to see a nice race on that. We're going to see how fast a submarine can go down a track. So let's see that outcome. All right, good work, team. That was fast cars right there. Good to see some solid racing and some solid winning.
Are we going to do the Kahoot?
Oh, we do not have a Kahoot this evening. Thank you for asking. There was a lot of optimism on the Kahoot, so I appreciate you asking the question. We do not have a Kahoot right now. So for this race, everyone gets to hear my beautiful voice as we continue on through the AOL Scouts here, and then siblings. All right, so we should be up to heat number. Is this heat number 5? Heat number 5. Here we go. All right. That was some fast-looking cars there. In heat number 5, we had Tommy, Mason, Patrick, and Trent. Now we're going to be working our way up to number 6 there. You're going to see Quentin walking up towards the top of the track. He's got the cars for heat number 6. It's going to be Asher in lane 1, then Bruce in lane 2, Oliver in lane 3, and Tommy in lane 4. All right, let's see how fast these cars go. And they're off. Here we go, down the track. Nice work, cars. For those of you that don't see how the track works, the bottom of the track is the track's topped off with some foam, and so that stops the car, so that way they don't keep racing all the way down the track. And now we're moving our way to heat number 7, and then soon we'll be moving on to the siblings. I know that's what we're all waiting for, right? The sibling event being the largest crowd on the call right now. I know myself, I'm looking forward to the adult round and the first responders. All right, excellent work. Now we've got a really nice rhythm working here. Cars are getting picked up, cars are getting dropped off. Okay. So we're loading up the cars, and then Quentin will drop the gate to get that track racing. Wait for the thumbs up. There they go. Woo! I love it. So the foam raises the cars up in the back. So a lot of times when the cars stop, the wheels are just spinning around, spinning around. All right, that was I think that was heat 8. So now we've got heat 9 coming up with Patrick, Joey, Trent, and Bruce. So we're going to have Thunder Piercer. We're going to have Darkness. We're going to have the Black Widow. And then we're going to have the Nuclear Fast. This will be our last one here. Heat 9. And there they go. Woo! All right, folks, we're going to be heading off to commercial now as we get ready to switch over to siblings. We'll speak to you real soon.
Lots of ways to be a kid. My way is to take a road that's not easy. It winds through woods and goes up steep hills. So it's a good thing I'm an adventurer. That's why I'm going to be a Cub Scout, because scouting will guide me to really big things. It will teach me to navigate the woods with confidence, and to navigate the world with confidence too. The scouting road will start with my very best right now self, and will lead me to my very best future self. Scouting will show me a kid who is brave, trustworthy, loyal, and kind. A kid who is always prepared. A kid who is me. Because there are lots of ways to be a kid. And my way is in the Cub Scouts. So scout me in.
All right, folks, welcome back. After that nice commercial break, we're going to get ready to do the siblings here. And so we're going to start sending all the siblings down the track. As we get excited, we have a number of cars for siblings. Like I said, for siblings, we have 15 heats, so that's a lot of cars to go through. So let's count them all here. We actually have a total of 15 sibling cars to go through, so this is going to be excellent. You definitely see a lot of creativity in these sibling cars. So in our first heat, we're going to have Jillian, Stella, Timothy, and Austin. All right, so Jillian's car is Flora. Stella's car is Dream. Timothy's car is Speedy Delivery. And Austin's car is the Dog. So let's just go through them all, shall we? We're going to have Abigail's car race tonight. That's Midnight. We're going to have Marcus's car, Kea. We're going to have Thomas's car run. That's Philly. We're going to have Quinn's car run. That's Eat My Glitter. That's a sweet name right there. We're going to have Dominic's car, Domo FD. Vivian May's car is going to run. That's Baby Yoda Mobile. I love that name. We're going to have Elsie and Kella. They're going to be running Thunder. We're going to have Lila, who's going to be running Cool Lady car. We're going to have Dallas running Bob. And we're going to have Astrid running Rapunzel this evening. So now Astrid's running the cars up right now for heat number 2. And for heat number 2, we're going to have Abigail, Marcus, Quinn, Elsie, and Kella. Abigail, again, is Midnight. Marcus is Ukea. And then we've got Quinn running the Eat My Glitter. Let's see how Eat My Glitter does. And then we have Elsie and Kella running up, and that's Thunder. Look at that. Oh, no. We've had our first fatality, folks. Eat My Glitter has lost her unicorn horn. We are going to have emergency work on this to get that horn back on that unicorn. But I tell you what, that unicorn was fast. Eat My Glitter fast. So we may have to actually do surgery and remove the horn at the moment so we can race, because if not, the horn is going to clip the gate every time. So we will keep the horn safe and reattach the horn after we finish racing. So this way we can have a solid and safe race. I almost thought I got a unicorn horn coming to my eyes. So I need to go into my bag here and get out my safety glasses. All right, here we go. Solid. That was a great run right there. I love the use of Paw Patrol, Marshall right there. So that was that was number 3. And 3 we had Stella, Thomas, Dominic, and Ellis. Dominic had the Domo Fire Department there with Marshall in there. Ellis had the Lightning Sunset. Thomas had the Philly, and then Stella had the Dream. All right, moving on to heat number 4. Heat 4 is going to be Marcus, Timothy, Vivian, and Lila. Let's see how fast these cars go here. So I see Vivian has the baby Yoda mobile. Being the sister of Dennis, I wonder if she also has exploding laser cannons on her car. All right, nice work, folks. Oh, and those of you that can't really see closely on TV, Timothy's car's pretty sweet. It actually looks like an Amazon box. And so, again, the creativity of our siblings is just as matched as the creativity of our scouts. All right, we're loading up here for heat number 5. We're going to have Thomas, Quinn, Austin, and Dallas go down. Look forward to see how we're going here. All right, let's see how our guests are doing here. All right. I see some excitement. I see excitement from Steve, excitement from Christopher. Very happy. Jackson's just chowing down. What you eating on there, Jackson? That looks good. I see Soria's still with us. Is that a toothbrush? Are you brushing your teeth? No, it's a pair of scissors. Okay. No haircuts. All right, so we got Alex on with a solid Crusaders thing on it. All right. Nice race right there to see Marshall squiggling down the track. All right. So coming up next is heat number 7. No, heat number 8. 7 is coming up next with Quinn, Vivian, Allison, Jillian. All right. And of course, at the end of the race, when we tally up all the scores, I know we talked about it was brought up that we just saw Patrick going down with the AOL, so there's definitely a mislabeling there. And so Patrick is marked as an AOL, but really a Webelo. What we'll be able to have happen is at the end of this, when we tally up the scores, we'll be able to manually move some of the numbers around to give ourselves an accurate count. All right, let's see here. Let's see if number 7 Quinn, Eat My Glitter, is going to perform here. I know without that horn, it's still going to work strong. Look at that. Whoa, that unicorn is flying. That unicorn wants to take off, doesn't it? All right. Great work, cars. All right, we're moving on to Heat 8 with Dominic, Austin, Lila, and Abigail. Let's see what happens here. So, Abigail, we've got the Midnight going. We've got Lila, cool lady car. We've got Austin getting ready to get on that track at the Dog. And, of course, Dominic. Where's Dominic? Dominic in the Domo Fire Department. Marshall, racing Marshall. Let's hope Lila's Lego umbrella under there doesn't slow her down at all. We want to keep that speed up. There we go. We're getting all the cars lined up now. Abigail's Midnight performed very well. And then the Dog. Oh, it actually is a dog. That's great. Everyone's creativity to use toys to add to their cars to really add something special. I love seeing Legos and bath toys and everything else put on cars. Everything's fair game. All right, moving on to Heat 9. We've got Vivian up again. We've got Elsie and Kella. We've got Dallas and Stella. Wow. Why did that kind of rhyme a little bit? Dallas, you named your car Bob? Okay, so see, this is what I'm talking about with the names, right? They come up with ingenuitive looking cars with the paint and everything else, but then when it comes to the name, they freeze. Well, yeah, it's cool. Cool. Dallas could have named a Speedwagon, but Bob is original. We go with Bob. Dallas is one of our camera operators here with Troop 13, so that's another great thing. You get to move on from Cub Scouts. Be a sibling in the troop, and then still come and race and name your car Bob. All right. So I think we have. Is this number 10? 10 getting up here. That's a very colorful lineup right there. The dog taking up track number 1. All right, in 10, we had Austin, Ellis, Astrid, and Marcus. All right, so coming up in heat 11, we're going to have Elsie and Kella, Lila, Jillian, and Thomas. All right. Let's see. Look at that. That's some fast cars. We got Jillian coming down in the Flora. We have the LC and Kella coming down to the Thunder, Lyle in the Cool Lady car, and Thomas in the Philly. All right, heat number 12, Ellis, Dallas, Abigail, and Timothy. Timothy coming down again. Be working his way down in his Amazon box, special delivery. Abigail looking for that midnight win, midnight run. Dallas, of course, racing the Bob. And go Ellis in Lightning Sunset. Oh, wow. Bob took it on that one. I was rooting for Lightning Sunset. All right, then, of course, after we finish with the siblings, we'll be going to another commercial break as we focus on what group we will race next. All right, so that was heat number 3. That unicorn just keeps on jumping off that track. She is a squirrely beast. That was Lila, Astrid, Stella, and Quinn. Now Asher's going to run the cars up for heat number 14, Dallas, Jillian, Marcus, and Dominic. I see Marshall's fire ladder sticking up in the back of his truck there for Domo Fire Department. All right. Very nice. Bob is proving to be quite the racer there. All right, so now we're going to be moving into our last heat for the siblings. This will be Astrid, Abigail, Thomas, and Vivian May. Vivian, I appreciate you putting your whole name down there. All right, here we go. We're going to put the cars on the track, then we'll do a quick commercial break, and then come up with our game plan for where we're going to go next on our racers. All right. Good work. Look at that. They are so fast coming down the track. Okay, now we're going to be cutting to a commercial break. We'll speak to everybody real soon. Thank you.
This is where I find adventure. This is where I gain confidence. This is where I laugh. This is where I hang out. This is where we make memories. We don't do this every day. But when we do, we make sure it's an adventure. This is our life. This is venturing.
There's no one way to explore the world. My way is to push myself and never take the easy road.
I prefer a road that winds through forests and goes up mountains because I've always been an adventurer at heart. That's why I can't wait to be a scout.
Because scouting will guide me to great things. It won't just teach me to navigate the woods with confidence, but it'll give me the confidence to navigate the world.
I'll enter the Scouts as the best version of myself today and will grow into the best version of myself for my future.
Scouting will show me how to use bravery, trustworthiness, loyalty, and kindness to become a person I'm proud to be.
Because there's no one way to explore the world, and my way is in the Scouts. So
scout me in.
All right, we're back. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us as we cruise into the night. It's 8 o'clock. We just finished up the siblings. Now we're going to get ready to do the first responders. We're moving this party forward. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are as well. Quinton's about to let them go. All right, for the first heat, the first responders, we had Officer Pete Breslin. Then we had Pat Timmons again, and then Officer Bilecki, also previously known as Officer Mead. So we love our resource safety officers at the school. All the kids get to see them, and so it's really wonderful. And so Officer Pete's car is the Daremobile. Officer Bilecki is Lightning McQueen. And then Pat Timmons is Mr. Cheesehead, and then the crime scene. All right. So that was heat number 2. Now heat number 3 is going to be Pat, Rachel, Pete, and then Pat. Pat has 2 cars in. All right. Here we go. Nothing like bringing on our safety officers from town and our first responders to compete in a excellent competition. Look at that. That American flag just wants to take off down that hill. That is Officer Breslin's right there. So if our middle schoolers see Officer Pete at school, you'll have to let him know that you saw the car race. And if he's over there at Florence Roach, you'll have to let him know that you saw a car race. All right, we're going up to our 4th heat now. That is Pat Timmons. Pat Timmons again with a second car, Officer Bilecki, and Officer Breslin. So here we go. Let's see. And of course, we'll be announcing the winners. So that way, when you kids see our officers at school, you guys can give them some solid high fives, of course, after COVID. All right. So that was a solid win with the first responders right there. We're going to get ready to move on to our adult class. Keep this party going.
How long have you been in the Cub Scouts?
Probably like 30 years.
What is your most favorite part of being a Cub Scout?
Well, what I love most is camping, go on field trips, build a Pinewood Derby. You get to make a tent with your dad, make new friends. You get to get out and embrace nature.
Do you want to be in the Cub Scouts?
Yeah. Yes. There are other girls and they see the Cub Scouts doing things and they're like, I wish I could do that.
Do you think that there are things that boys can do that girls can't do?
No.
No.
No. No. Not really. People think, oh, girls don't want to do that. But actually, it's really fun for some girls.
You get to go to parks, you get to ride your bike, you get to pet a bug.
Do you like petting bugs?
Not really, but it was new to pet one.
Boys, they can climb a tree, so why can't girls climb trees?
I think girls are gonna enjoy being in the Cub Scouts because I think it's fun for everybody, not just boys.
Welcome to the Cub.
This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. Can adults actually make a car that is fast? That is a very good question. All right, so kids that are on, if your adults are in the background, your parents in the background waiting to jump on, this is the time to do it right here to see how the car goes. I'm just letting you know I have a car in there myself, and I can't wait to see the outcome here. So in the first heat, we've got Dan, we've got Jason, we've got Dennis, and Milagros. Here we go. So let's look for the names here. So Dan's is the Meadow Muffin. And of course, Jason has the midlife crisis. Isn't that right? Dennis is racing the Bugatti Fett, and Milagros is racing the Flower Power. Very nice. And so for the other races that we have Adina racing the Mega Mini. We have Amber with the Lemonade. We have Sasha with the Hornet. We have Christopher with the Red Streak. We have Nick and Beth with the Pinewood. We have Eric, that's myself, racing the Orange Crush. We have Bruce riding the Board Winner. And then we have Aubrey with the Silver Ghost. All right, Heat 2 just came number down. Adina in the Mega Mini. Amber racing the Lemonade. Christopher racing the Red Streak. And Dennis racing the Bugatti Fett. All right, coming up in Heat 3 is going to be Jason, Sasha, Nick and Beth, and Chris. All right, there it goes down, going fast. That was Jason, Sasha, Nick and Beth, and Chris. I see Nick and Beth put in a lot of work on their Pinewood right there. All right, so we got Amber, Milagros, Eric, and Nick and Beth again. So Amber's got the Lemonade, Milagros has the Flower Power, I have the Orange Crush, Nick and Beth have the Pinewood. All right, let's see how we come out here. All right, some fast cars, folks, fast cars. I like seeing that. Amber's car is looking real fast, the Lemonade. Kind of looks like something futuristic out of one of those post-apocalyptic movies, like a Mad Max or something like that. All right, and for the adults, we have 13. Oh, so that's like the next largest group, 13 heats. So we're going to be having heat number 5 coming up here. Heat number 5 is going to be Sasha, Dennis, Bruce, and Eric. We've got the Orange Crush. We've got the Board Winner. We've got the Bugatti Fett. And then, of course, we've got the Hornet. Let's see what we do here. Let's see our speed. Any of the adults online other than me? I know I think I saw Bruce on. I know I saw Dennis on. I think I saw Jason on too.
Yep, Jason's on with the boys, and we represent Amber's car too, but she's at work.
Oh no! All right. Well, then we will keep the happiness on for Amber while she's at work. You can text her that her car's working real overtime there. The Lemonade. All right, so we're working towards heat number 6 here with Milagros. So Milagros should be on too, because that's over there in the Dennis family. And then we got Chris coming up, Aubrey, Bruce again. Oh, the board winner. Oh, we got a little rub in his race, and Bruce and Aubrey got a little tangled up there at the end. So the board winner, and where's Aubrey on my list here? Doo-doo-doo. Oh, there she is, a silver ghost right there below. Very nice. All right, we'll be moving on to heat number 7 next. That'll be Dennis, Nick, and Beth. Oh, we're bringing out the block of wood, so we needed a space filler. So we got our dummy car coming up. Let's see if the dummy car can do better than everybody else. My bet's on the dummy car. Who else is taking bets on the dummy car? 2-1? 2-1? No? Any takers? All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. There's a dummy car coming up there in lane number 3. Little block of wood. All right, all right. So the dummy car did not win tonight. I think the best joke will be if one of these days we just make the dummy car the fastest one out there. Maybe it just needs to race down. So maybe it doesn't count it. We can make it just twice the weight. All right, here we go again. Orange Crush, Red Streak, and the Meadow Muffin. Woohoo! I'm telling you what, that red streak's looking fast. All right, now we're going to do it again. Okay, we're going to get Dan and Adina pitted against each other. What is the conversation at the Thanksgiving table going to be around? Is the Meadow Muffin or the Mega Mini that's going to come out on top? I promise I won't ruin it with the delay of who wins. All right, the Mega Mini taking out the Meadow Muffin. Not by much. It was 1/10 of a second. All right, here we go. Coming back up. Let's see, we're doing race number 10 now. We're going to have Eric, Aubrey, Jason, and Adina. Let's see what happens here. Woo! That was speedy. I think we know who our winners around here are going to be. Good work. All right, moving up to heat number 11. And then, of course, after we finish the adults, we'll go back to a commercial break. That way we can rejigger ourselves for our next section. How are our folks online doing? We still motivated?
I'm motivated, but I keep on getting hungry.
Hungry? Well, you should get something to eat. Aren't you close to your kitchen?
No, my kitchen's downstairs. I only got 2 snacks.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Only 2 snacks in a downstairs kitchen? You should just shout to mom and dad.
I'm motivated, and I just ate like 3 pizzas.
3 pizzas? 3 slices of pizza or 3 whole pizzas?
3 slices of pizzas and some ice cream. So
I like it. I like it. Was it pepperoni pizza or cheese pizza?
cheese.
Cheese, nice choice. We actually got pizza here tonight to feed ourselves. We got some cheese, a Greek, pepperoni, meat lovers. All right, here we go. We've got Heat 12, Aubrey, Dan, Sasha, and Amber. The Lemonade, Silver Bullet coming down, the Meadow Muffin, the Hornet. Good work, folks. Good work. All right, we're coming up to our last heat here for the adults. We're going to have the block of wood in lane 1, then Adina with the Mega Mini, the Millie Gross with the Flower Power, and then Sasha with the Hornet. And then we'll take ourselves a commercial break and we'll get ready for the next event. Look at that. Good work. Woo! Woo! A big hand, everybody. That was our last heat of the night. How about that? Let's give it up to our scouts, siblings, and adults and first responders online for watching. That was an outstanding race series. I am proud to be a part of that. 2021 is end of 2020 has been a bang up year. Did you guys realize that the Pinewood Derby last year was our last major event before we went on lockdown for COVID? So the last big thing we got in last year was Pinewood Derby, and then here we are hitting it up again with Pinewood Derby under the same circumstances, but so we're really fortunate to get to run it again. So now we're going to get ready to add up all the numbers and the points, and we're going to figure out all the awards, and we'll virtually hand them out, and that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll get a commercial going, and we'll be back in a bit.
I'm helping my daughter get on the right path. I'm helping her discover who she is.
I'm helping them seize the day and make the most of the opportunities in front of them.
I'm watching my son find out how to do what he loves to do.
Learning from those who've been there before.
I'm exploring my future. I'm an explorer.
I'm an explorer.
I'm an explorer.
I am an explorer.
When I'm exploring, here's what I'm not. I'm not just a kid. I'm not playing video games.
Nope.
I'm not staring at the TV.
I'm not bored. I'm not lazy.
I'm not sitting around after school looking for something to do.
When I'm exploring, I'm home.
I'm with my buds.
I'm with friends.
I'm in my happy place.
I'm in the zone. I'm right where I want to be.
Sure, I try hard in school and do my homework.
But I feel like Exploring Club prepares me for my future in a different way.
I mean, where else does a kid my age get to do all this cool stuff I love?
Where can I find great mentors
who work in the career fields I'm interested in?
Where can I be me?
I learn by doing.
I belong by exploring.
All right, folks, welcome back. Was that an exciting race or what? Thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know about you. All the volunteers here, we really enjoyed doing this for everyone online. It's been a really special treat and occasion in this time and event in our life to be able to still host this in a way that is as similar as we possibly could by making the cars and by racing them. And so a big round of applause for our volunteers. It took a lot of work to make this happen. We've definitely had some fun, exciting, challenging times, but it was definitely worth coming through. And then a big round of applause for all our racers. You all did a wonderful job, and I'm very proud of all of you. So now let's get down to it and stop listening to me talk, and let's get to some trophies. So the first trophies we're going to do is the voting. And so I have that written down here. And so we have some excellent trophies here. So let's see, I'm going to start with the Scoutiest. So here's our Scoutiest trophy here for Pac-12 Groton, Mass. 2021 Pinewood Derby. And our Scoutiest trophy goes to Branson Bear Scout. So congratulations, Branson. Big round of applause for you. And so what's going to happen with all the trophies is actually I'm going to take them all home and put them onto my bookshelf, and I'm going to look at them and I'm going to enjoy them for about a year before I can get them back to you. I'm just kidding. Just like the cars, we're going to get the trophies handed out to all the den leaders. All right, so let's move on. So good job, Branson. And so let's do fastest. So we got a sweet trophy for fastest here. That goes to Liam, a wolf. So congratulations to Liam. Woo! Good work, Liam. All right, so let's move on. Coolest. Here's our excellent trophy for coolest. Coolest goes to Jackson Bear Scout. Congratulations, Jackson. Woo! All right, and then last but not least is our weirdest looking car. That goes to Jonathan, Tiger Scout. So congratulations, Jonathan. This trophy's for you. You'll have it on your bookshelf. So, woo! All right. So now we're going to move on to the winners of each den. And I have that on my phone here. So as it times out, I'm going to have to continue to go into it. So we're going to start out first with our tigers and our lions. Let's see if I can blow it up so I can see it. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna announce third place, and then I'm gonna go second, and then I'm gonna go first. So with our third place, Lions and Tigers, goes to Billy. Congratulations. Woo!
Yay!
Yay! So our second place for Lions and Tigers goes to Esther. So congratulations. Woo! So again, we're going to get these trophies out to everybody, to the den leaders. All right. And then our first place winner for the Lions and Tigers goes to Jonathan. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Racing! And the tradition continues. All right. So now we're going to move on to our Wolf Scouts. Let me just make sure before I mispronounce. Okay, so our third place for Wolf Scouts here is Caleb. So congratulations. Woo, Caleb! Yay! And then moving on to our second place for our Wolf Scouts is Jacob. So congratulations. Yay! I always say it better in my head. All right, and then moving on to our first place for our Wolves is Christo. Woo, Christo! All right. Now we're going to move on to our Bear Scouts. So our third place for our Bear Scouts here is going to be Jackson. So congratulations, Jackson. Woo! Moving on to our second place for Bear Scouts is James. Woo, James! Yay! Moving on to first place within the Bear Scouts is Johnny. Woo, Johnny! All right. Now we're moving on to our Webelos. Let me find the trophy. Here we go. And so here's our Webelo. Our first third place Webelo is Trevor. So, woo, Trevor! Yeah! And then our second place for Webelos here is Ryan. Congratulations! Woo! Yeah! All right. And then our first place for Webelos here is Anthony. Yeah, Anthony! Woo! All right. Now I believe I need to go to another email. So 1 second, please. There it is. Okay. So we're going to start off with our AOL Scouts. Okay. So third place for AOL Scouts is Tommy. Woo!
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Second place for AOL Scouts is Trent. Woo! And then for our first place for the AOL Scouts is Alex. Woo, Alex! Hey! Okay, moving on to our siblings category. So third place for siblings is Ellis. Yay! Woo! All right, and then our second place for siblings is Dominic. Yay! Dominic! Woo! And then going on to our first place for our siblings is Dallas. Bob. Woo! Dallas is a camera operator, so I'm thinking that was rigged. All right, so we're going on to first responders now. Okay, first responders first place. Our third place is Pat Timmons. Woo! First responders second place. Rachel Bilecki, Officer Bilecki, yay! Woo! And then, of course, our first place for our first responders is Officer P. Breslin. Yay! So, kids, whenever you see Officer Breslin and Officer Bilecki at school, make sure you give them some high fives for their wins. All right, now we're going to move on to the adult section here. Our third place for adult is Amber Benya. Yay! Woo! Our second place for our adults is Jason Benya. Yay! Woo! Look at that. Clean sweep by the Benyas. And then our first place for adult categories, Aubrey Thiel, excuse me. Yay, congratulations! Woo! All right. And now we need to do our grand prize winners. And so the overall winners are, okay, so overall, third place is Jacob. Congratulations! Yay! Woo, Jacob! Second place overall is Alex. Yay! Woo! And our third place overall for our first place overall for our scouts this year in the 2021 virtual remote live stream Pinewood Derby goes to Christo, first place. Yay! Woo! Alrighty, and then of course all of our scout participants, everyone will get an outstanding ribbon to go onto their shelf for their trophies and such, for everyone being good sports for joining our outstanding event this year. And with that, I would like to say thank you very much and goodbye. Another large round of applause for all of our participants, scouts, first responders, adults, siblings, and then of course to our volunteers today. So thank you very much, everybody. Woo! Yay! And with that, good night. I'm out.